All right, so we're going to just begin by centering ourselves. So taking a nice, comfortable seat in your chair with your spine tall and your shoulders down, away from your ears. Closing your eyes and rolling them up to the space between your eyebrows. Scanning your body from your head all the way down your shoulders, through the arms and fingertips, down through your heart center, your torso, the legs, and all the way down to the toes. And as you bring awareness to those areas of the body, feel them let go. Allow them to relax. And then start to listen to your breath in and out through your nose. If your mind wanders away from your breath, then just bring it back however many times you need to. And then bring into your awareness just pure and total acceptance. Acceptance for your physical body, no matter what limitations it might have or have had in the past. Grateful that you're able to practice to the best of your ability today. And bringing into your awareness now complete acceptance for where you are on an emotional level today. Meeting yourself where you are in this present moment. So let's join our palms together at the heart and start to rub them together quickly. And then pressing them at your heart, bowing your head down toward your heart, and taking a moment to set an intention for your practice. And then we'll tune in to our class by chanting Om one time. You're welcome to listen or chant along. We'll inhale to begin. Inhale and exhale. And just opening your eyes, lowering your hands. So as I mentioned before, this class is all about the heart center. So our physical heart is here, as well as our lungs, even our upper back and our shoulders all encompass this area. So the color related to it is green. So as we practice, just notice if you can kind of sense a color around your heart center, the color of green. And this heart center, or this energy center, is all about love, right? Compassion, understanding, passion, right? And when we're out of balance in this area, then we can start to feel a lot of fear and a lot of attachment. So this practice is going to really open us up to not only give love to others, but to give ourselves love. And we can give ourselves love really by giving ourselves one conscious breath a day, right? It all starts with our breath. So it's not about pampering ourselves all the time, and that's helpful, but it can really start with a simple breath and noticing that from the inside. So we're going to begin just by warming up a little bit, and then we're going to stand here shortly. So let's just scoot up in our chairs and just place your hands on your legs, drop your shoulders, and start to roll your head around from side to side. And as you go in one direction, you'll inhale. As you go to the opposite side, you'll exhale. Good. And then release your chin to the chest, and we'll do a few rounds of inhaling, looking up, and exhaling, gazing down. And a few more times, going at your own pace. And then slowly release and bring your head back to center. And from here, just start to shrug your shoulders. As you reach them up to the ears, you'll inhale. And as you exhale, drop them really low. Good. And then rotate them forward, inhaling as you reach them up again, and exhale as you bring them low. Good. And then release and just bring your arms out and bring them in. And just crisscross your arms, alternating which one is on top. Good. And then release and just shake out your arms. We're going to take just a couple of rounds of sun salutation. So we're going to inhale and reach our arms up. Staying upright, exhale, and let your arms lower down as you tuck the chin toward the chest. Good. Inhale, same thing. Exhale and lower the arms. And inhale, reach up. And this time we're going to exhale and take a forward fold. So as you lower your arms, start to hinge forward at the hips, lowering the heart. And you can stop either halfway by resting your hands on the legs, or you can let your hands fall toward the floor and just hold here, breathing. And slowly start to roll up, taking your time, and let the head come up last. And once the head comes up, then inhale and reach the arms overhead and interlace your fingers. Just leave your index fingers up. So we're going to press the fingers up, squeezing the arms in close to the ears. And from here, exhale and lean to your left. And as you lean to your left, focus on your right sitting bone. Right, it's grounded on the chair. Even your right foot planted firmly into the ground. And inhale, come to center. We're just going to bend the elbows a little bit, making sure the shoulders are relaxed. Just taking a breath here. And exhale. Good, and then we'll do the opposite side. So now stretching the arms up, pointing the fingers and squeezing the arms into the ears. Inhale. Exhale, lean to your right. Good, now planting the left sitting bone into the chair. And keeping your heart facing forward as much as you can. And then inhale, rise up to center. And exhale, float the arms down. Good. Shake the arms, and we're going to just do one more seated posture, and then we'll stand for a few. So crossing your right leg over the left, if that works for you. Otherwise, just stay with both of your feet on the ground. Right hand is going to come behind you to grab the chair, and the left hand is going to stay on like the right leg, anywhere along the leg. And then turn your gaze toward the right, keeping your spine tall, shoulders relaxed. You're even looking with your eyes as far as you can, opening them up wide, breathing deeply. Good. And then release and come back to center. Good. Lowering the right leg, we'll switch sides. Left leg over right, or just keep both feet together on the ground. Left hand comes behind you, right hand to the left leg, and lengthen first, drop your shoulders, and then start to gaze toward the left. A few long, deep breaths. And then release and come back to center. Lower your leg, and then inhale and sweep the arms up. Good. And then pulling down strength to the heart center, palms together. And then from here, we're going to stand up for a couple of postures. So rising and coming behind your chair to begin. So even though we're standing, we're going to continue to work the spine a little bit more. So with your feet a little bit spread apart, about hip width distance, you're going to have a little bend in your knees. And then we're just going to inhale and arch the back, lifting the heart. And exhale, round, pressing the upper back toward the sky. And then again, inhale and arch. And exhale, round. So a standing cat-cow. And go for a few more rounds at your own pace. Good. And last time, inhaling and exhaling. And then release and stand tall. And bring your hands onto your waist, separating the feet about the distance of the legs of the chair. And start to roll your hips. So you can start in any direction you'd like. Rolling, leading with the heart. And then go in the opposite direction. And then come up to center and bring your hands onto your shoulders. Your forefingers in front, thumbs behind. We're going to start to twist a few times. Inhaling left, exhaling right. And last one for the spine. Finding your own pace. Good. And then come to center and inhale and exhale. And then bring your feet a little bit farther apart here. Your toes are facing the front. Drop your left hand to the left leg and inhale, reach the right arm up as you lower down for a nice side stretch. Gazing up, forward, or down, whatever is comfortable on your neck. And then rise, take a breath here. Exhale, lower the right arm and lift the left arm. Couple of breaths. And then inhale, come to center. And exhale, lower the hands. And then turn your toes out and keep your heels in. And we're going to take goddess pose. So we're going to turn the hips or tilt them slightly forward. So you're not going to be arching the lower back here. Your heart's staying forward. It's not going to round down like this. So then you're just going to bend your knees. So bend them slowly and kind of feel it out where you need to stop. And then we're going to twist our torso to the left. If you need to keep one hand on the chair, you'll keep your right hand on the chair. Otherwise, both of your arms are going to come out to the sides. Then we'll inhale and turn to the left. Nice and slow and steady. Exhale and come back to center. And then let go. We'll take a rest in between sides. So the next time that we turn, it's going to be to the right. So if you want to keep one hand on the chair, you'll be keeping your left hand there. So let's bend our knees once again, coming into our squat. And then open up the arms. And then we'll inhale and turn to the right. Exhale and return back to the center, and then release, straightening the legs and bringing your hands to the chair. Good. Keeping the right toes to the right, turn your left toes to face the front and look down, lining up your right heel as best that you can, kind of to the left arch in the foot. And from here, we're going to bend our right knee, but look down and make sure you can still see your toes. So you don't want your knee to go past your ankle here. And then open up your arms to the shape of a T, lifting the lower belly in and up slightly, gazing past the right hand, fixing your gaze, and breathing deeply. Last breath. And exhale, slowly let go, and we'll switch it around. So the right toes are facing the front, and your left toes are going to face the left. Look down, again, and just line up left heel to right arch, just as best that you can. And then bend your left knee. But again, making sure it's not bent past your ankle. Then open up your arms, looking past the left hand, lifting the lower belly in and up, grounding through that right heel, and breathing here. And inhale. And exhale, lower the arms and straighten the legs and walk your feet together. Good. Kind of walk it out, shape the legs a little bit. And then we're going to come into chair pose, another one to fire up the legs pretty quickly. So our feet are together, and then our hands start on the chair. And then we're going to bend our knees, sinking the hips low. So you want to make sure you're putting the weight in the heels of your feet as if you could lift your toes if you wanted to. And then keep the heart forward, and then you're gazing kind of toward the ceiling. And then one or both of your hands can lift from the chair if you'd like. palms facing each other, gazing in between the hands and breathing deeply. Good. Inhale, straighten the legs and reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale and float your arms down. Good. Bring your hands to the chair and step your feet back a little bit for downward dog. So you're going to leave your hands on the top of the chair while your hips glide back, and then your heart is going to sink down toward the floor. The crown of the head as well is going to relax down, feeling that deep stretch in the shoulder blades and the backs of the legs. And last breath here. And then slowly rise, stepping in a little closer to the chair and bringing your hands down along the side of the body. From here, inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, hands come down to the heart. Making sure we get in some balance, let's come to the left side of the chair. We're just going to start by taking the left heel in front of the right toes, as if you're walking on a balance beam. And then from here, taking your left arm out to the side to begin. And then you can do whatever you like with this right hand. Right? You can hover it, you can maybe put one finger, or you can eventually lift it up. Then focus your gaze on a spot in front of you that isn't moving, and breathe here. Good. And then slowly lower your right hand to the chair. Keep a little bend in that right knee so you're not locking the knee. And then slowly lift that left knee up like you're a flamingo. And then hold the arm. Again, your right hand, maybe you want it to hover a little bit. Maybe you want to bring it out. Just keep breathing. Good, and then lower down. And just shake your legs. Good, and then come over to the right side of the chair. So same thing, we're going to take our right heel in front of the left toes. Right arm to begin, it comes out to the side. And then left hand, begin to practice your balance here. Keep breathing at a balance from within. Right, steadying your gaze and steadying the breath first. Good, and then slowly lower, leaving a little bend in that left knee. Bring the right knee up, right out in front of you, just as high as you can. And then the right arm again is going to come out. Left arm, any variation, and breathe. Good, and lower down. And shake the legs. And then step back behind your chair. So next we're going to do just a couple of side leg lifts with the left leg first. So the right knee is a little bit bent. And then take your left hand onto your waist. The left toes are going to be flexed here. As you bring them out and in, imagine you have this big rubber band attached to your ankle. So you want to feel that little bit of resistance. Being mindful in how you move the leg. Out and in. And then let it go and just walk it out. You can kick your heels back a few times if you'd like. And then switching it over, right leg for side leg lifts. So a little bend in your left knee, flexing the right foot and starting to bring it out and in. Good. And then lower it down, shake the legs. And then come behind your chair. And we're just going to come up and down on the toes. So lift onto your toes and then release your heels down to the ground. And do that a few times. If you'd like to challenge your balance a little bit more, you're welcome to hover your hands from the chair as you come up and down. Good, and then hold on your toes and let it go. Good, shake the legs. So we're going to come down to our chairs and do one more posture for the legs, for the sciatica actually. So it's going to be pigeon. So sitting kind of toward the edge of your chair, we're going to take the right ankle over the left knee, or if that doesn't work for you, extend your left leg and just drop it lower than your knee. So you can kind of figure out your own variation here. Take your time setting up, and once you are set up, flex your right foot, and then inhale, lift tall, drop your shoulders, and exhale, start to hinge at the hips, leaning forward. And then just relax your gaze, relax your head. Hold here for a few breaths. And then slowly come up and hug in your right leg and just roll your foot a couple of times. Drop your shoulders. Good. And then lower the leg and bend and straighten from the knee a couple of times. Place the foot down, and then we'll do left over right. So you can either extend the right leg and cross lower, or bend the right knee and cross the left ankle above the knee. Wherever you end up, flexing your left foot. Inhale deeply, and exhale, hinge at the hips, coming forward. Just remaining present here in this class. Whatever you bring to it, that's what you're going to take away. So if your mind wanders, just come back to your inhale and exhale. And then slowly rise and bring your foot down and separate your feet. Oh, actually, let's hug this leg in too. And roll the foot around. And then release and bring your feet a little closer. And then you can either keep that left leg on the chair, or you can hold the knee behind it and then just extend and bend a few times. Good. And lower it down. And just place your hands on your legs and start to take some Sufi grind. So going clockwise first, inhale to the left and exhale to the right, just going a few times in this direction. Just working out any tension in the lower back. And then go ahead in the opposite direction. Inhale right and exhale left. And coming up to center, inhale deeply, exhale. Good. And then inhale, reach your arms all the way up. And exhale, bring it down to your heart. So we're going to spend now the next half of the class in our chairs. Now we'll give our arms some love. We'll work at our shoulders a little bit more since we just did a lot for the legs. So I'm going to time us on these exercises. None of them are more than 3 minutes. And they're just a couple of them actually. So we end with a nice breathing practice. That again, all of these are for opening our heart center. So just a reminder, if anything, feels like it's too much, just refrain from doing it. You can rest at any time and trust the process. Have fun with it. So the first thing we're going to do is bring our palms together at our hearts. And you want to bring in like a medium pressure, not just placing the hands together. You want to be mindful of how you're pressing left and right together. Elbows are out to the sides, right? So you almost feel the stretch here, right in the chest. Good. And then the breath, you have 2 options. You can either do breath of fire. That's an energizing, cleansing breath. It would sound and look like. So the exhale, it's all through the nose. With the exhale, you're pulling your belly back a little bit while you breathe it out quickly. And then the inhale is more passive, or a long, deep breathing. So you can also switch back and forth. You can do breath of fire for a little while. If you need a break from it, do the long, deep breathing. But we'll go for a few minutes here. So go ahead and press the palms. The eyes are closed and either rolled to the space between the brows, or they're 1/10 open, gazing downward. Go ahead and begin whatever breath you choose. If you feel like you might need a little bit more energy for the rest of your day, breath of fire is a great one to practice. It builds heat in the body. It's great for digestion, for cleansing the body. Just checking in with your shoulders, right? Making sure they're relaxed, and as well as your jaw. Staying present with the breath. Reestablishing that medium pressure between the hands. If you lost it, elbows are in line with the wrists. Awareness at that green light at the heart center. Good. About 30 seconds to go. Reestablishing the posture, right? Dropping the shoulders, feeling that slight pressure in the chest and the heart center by pressing the palms together. Breath of fire or long, deep breathing. Good. And deeply inhale, holding the breath. Lifting the pelvic floor, the lower belly. Attention at the heart. And exhale. And let the hands open on the legs, closing your eyes. And just sitting still, being an observer to whatever arises within. And then opening your eyes. And the next one's going to be done with the eyes on the horizon. So maybe finding a line in front of you, wherever you are, and focusing there for the whole time. And we're going to take our hands into fists. And the exhale is going to be, right, so inhale, you're pulling back. Exhale, you're punching forward. Your body will do a little twist here, but you're not your hands. You don't want your arms twisting. You want them to just be straight out. The wrists are facing opposite directions. So exhale on the push out and inhale as you bring it close. And as you bring it close, it's like you're pulling in this tight rope. Right, so really give it your strength here as you pull in toward the heart. And you'll find your own rhythm. Good, creating that powerful breath that's cleansing through the nose. Breathing out anything that's stuck within, especially at the heart center, right? So you're pushing it out while at the same time pulling in strength right to your heart. Releasing any fears, any attachments. And you don't have to release it all right now, but this is a start. Check in with your shoulders. Make sure they're not up here at the ears, but rather they're low. The arms are doing all the work. Got less than a minute. Good. Keep up. We're on the last home stretch, last few times. Good, and pull both arms back to the heart. Close the eyes. Inhale, hold the breath. Roll the eyes up and in. Lift the lower belly, the pelvic floor. Everything's lifting up. And exhale. Relax the palms open on the legs. Keep the eyes closed and just observe. Notice any subtle shifts in the physical body as well as your mental state. And then go ahead and open your eyes. And the next one is going to be pretty simple at first. And then as we go through it, it gets a little more challenging for the shoulders. But this will help to release any tension that we have built up in the shoulders. All it is an inhale up and exhale down. And working that heart space. Eyes are closed, rolled up, but awareness is at the heart. Every time you open up the arms, imagine this light just grows brighter and bigger. It's like you're taking the love, the understanding, the compassion, the warmth, the truth, all from your heart, and through the arms, you're spreading it around you. You're sharing it with others. And you're just creating this shield around you to live from a place of love. Again, you'll find what pace works for you. If it feels good to go a little quicker, challenge yourself. But if you need to stay real slow, just honor your body. And you're doing it just a little bit longer to go. Be with whatever arises, right? That feeling of being uncomfortable, but work through it. Breathe through it. Good. And then inhale and stretch the arms overhead. Hold the breath. Lift everything up from the root. And exhale. Let everything go and just flip the palms up again. Staying real still and present during these pauses, these times between the exercise are just as important. Right? All of the energy we're circulating is settling in the body. We're reaping the benefits. Good. So opening the eyes. This last one is going to take all you've got. It's the last one really that takes a lot of physical strength, and the last two are more just breathing and meditative. So this one is with your hands interlaced, right at the throat level, and your elbows, the whole time you're going to want to keep them at the height of the wrists, right? You don't want them to be like this, but rather at the same level as the hands and the wrists. And then the inhale will be here, and the exhale will be dropping the hands to the navel. So it'll just be good. And the hands are about 4 to 6 inches away from the body. And you'll find that rhythm. Stick to your own pace with a powerful breath. Check in with your shoulders. They're low, they're relaxed. Right? Your arms are doing a lot of work here, but there should be no tension in the shoulders or the neck or the face. Right? The teeth can be slightly separated in the mouth. Hear your breath. It's giving you energy, cleansing you on a cellular level. Go beyond what you're comfortable with, right? Challenge yourself. That's where we grow. That's where change happens. And we call upon our inner strength and we just trust the process. Check back in with the elbows, right? They're at the same level of the wrist the whole time. And throat to navel. When we're challenged, we don't have any choice but to focus, right? But to be present. We're on the last little bit, less than 30 seconds. Give it your all. Build heat. And just see that light at the heart just growing. Good, and then bring your hands right at the heart. Inhale deeply and hold the breath. Squeezing the pelvic floor, the lower belly, everything up to the heart center, and then exhale. And flip the palms. Sit quietly. And again, just observe. And then opening your eyes, and you can scoot back in your chair if you're not already. This next one, we're going to use the mantra Sa Ta Na Ma. So some of you may already be familiar with that. If not, I'm going to repeat the mantra a few times, and you're going to just be repeating it in your head mentally the whole time. So with the fingers, they're going to be right here by the shoulders. And as we repeat the mantra mentally, you're going to be moving your fingers onto your thumbs. Okay, so just close your eyes and I'll start the mantra a few rounds and then we'll just do it silently. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. And then go ahead and continue mentally repeating as you touch each finger to the thumb. Eyes are closed and rolled up to the space between the brows. So the mantra Sa Ta Na Ma is a version of the Sat Nam you might have heard before. It's connecting to our truth, right? And where is our truth? It's at our heart, right? Not in our head. So we can live from this place of the heart center. We live more from our truth. Just relax into it. Let the body be nice and relaxed. And if your mind strays away from the mantra at any point, just come back to it, however many times you need. Shoulders are relaxed. Your heart stays nice and wide open. Good. Last round. And then just hold your index fingers onto your thumbs and deeply inhale. Attention at the heart. And exhale. Relax your hands down. And then for the final part, we're just going to be doing a pranayama. So we're going to be inhaling through the left side. If you're comfortable closing off your right nostril and breathing only through the left, you're going to do that. If that's not comfortable, just breathe through both, but let your attention be to the left side as you inhale. The exhale is going to be through rounded lips. So it'll look like okay, so you're closing off the right nostril, your left hand is sitting in Gyan Mudra, which is your index finger and thumb touching. Eyes are closed, and we'll go here for a few minutes. Inhale left, exhale through rounded lips. So by inhaling through the left side and out through the mouth, both of these are cooling and calming breaths. So if you can find a slight pause at the top of your inhale. Just you and your breath. No matter how many times you have to come back to the breath. Keep doing that. Right? Don't let your thoughts take over. Last few rounds. And inhale through the left nostril, holding. Releasing your right hand down to the lap and exhale. Sitting quietly. Breathing in and out through both sides. And then just staying with your eyes closed, we're going to just do 4 rounds of the mantra hum, H-U-M. So when we live from the heart center, we shift from the state of me to the state of we, right? So we start to understand and have compassion for all of those around us, whether it's easy to, right, love. Some people are easier to love than others, but when we start to live from this place, we start to just encompass love in all forms and to all beings. So we'll do hum 4 times, inhaling to begin. Hum. And inhale deeply. Full exhale. And then just cross your left hand over your heart and your right hand over the left hand, bowing your head down toward the wisdom of your heart. And it's here at the heart center that the heavens and the earth meet. And when we pray from the heart center, God listens and responds. So just taking a moment now, sending out a prayer, whatever is on your heart. And then joining the palms together and starting to rub them quickly. And then press them together, elbows out to the side. And may we go through the rest of our day and the rest of our week being a seat of love, a vessel of compassion, understanding, of warmth, and of light, not only to those around us, but to also those who are far away. And most importantly, being that vessel to ourselves so that we are open to love and we're also open enough to give it. And let's seal our practice now by chanting Satnam or just connecting to our truth. You can listen or chant along, and we'll inhale to begin. And may the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.